Good afternoon, guys. Brian here, and today I'm going to give you my impressions on Transformers Combiner Wars Ironhide figure. Let's kick things off with the comic book that it comes with. Some cool artwork of, admittedly, a rather young-looking Ironhide. His bio, all Star Wars style. I am awesome at Star Wars music. What comic book is this? This appears to be the artist who I don't really care for. I don't remember what book this... this actually might have been Combiner Wars itself, actually. The actual series of Combiner Wars. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this artist for the Transformers comics. It's okay, but it's like... I don't know, it just doesn't fit the... it just doesn't fit Transformers, I don't think. Not to me, anyway. But there's the comic. His hand-foot gun is out of my hands now. I was going to show it to you, but, you know, I happened to drop it right here. Okay. It's got... I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this one. Awesome paint. I do love the silver paint. I love the axe. You can never have enough axes. Looks dumb no matter how you place it on the figure. But I set this aside. But hey, we have Ironhide here, who is a remold of Off-Road. I think that's his name. Off-Road is the new Decepticon for Menasor that replaced Wild Rider. This guy. Remold of this guy with a new head. I'll show those off in robot mode, but yeah, it's the exact same figure, just different paint scheme. I will say right off the bat, I do like Ironhide being a truck. I do kind of miss the other version of Ironhide where it's black, but I'll show that off in a little bit. Let's do some size comparisons with Off-Road and a random Combiner Wars limb of Rook, who, you know, I happen to like all these molds, so I'm like, I want to compare these guys together. So, there's how they all look. Yay! But of course I've got my standard yardstick of Chromia here. That's how those two look together. Not bad looking. And these two actually, you know, kind of got along well in the comic. I've got RC, I've got Takara Slipstream on hand, so that's how those two look together. I've also got fellow badass MMC Impactor. Spartan, MMC Spartan, aka Impactor. And yeah, they're all pretty, you know, varied in size, but it looks fine to me. Just random stuff I have laying around. I like these molds. There's Springer. There's Ultra Magnus. Yay! And if you want to see him with a Optimus Prime mold, there's Motormaster, who is repainted in Optimus Prime. Or there is a version of him. Surprise, surprise, they go pretty decently together because they already were made to go together. And comparing him to another Ironhide figure I have here is Takara Arms Micron Ironhide, who I really do like. This is like, I like this figure. This is still probably my favorite Ironhide. Actually, no, I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is my favorite Ironhide. I like the deco on this. Even if he has a bit of a small truck, I like it. So that's how they look together with the Arms Micron in vehicle mode. And just so you guys can see what he looks like in limb mode, here is a very quick shot of Motormaster stepping in for the place of Optimus. But that's what they would look like. This is the first and only time I'm probably ever going to put these guys in limb mode. And it's okay. I mean, they're just the Stunticons recolored. And just for some size comparisons, there's my yardstick of Chromia. There is Ultra Magnus. Why not? Here is Queerness, aka Fall Cybertron Slug. So a decent size for a combiner. I'm perfectly okay with that, actually. For size-wise, anyway. But yeah, I'm not going to ever combine these guys again, really. Well, Ironhide himself rolls pretty decently, because this mold rolls pretty decently. I don't like that the feet are blatantly obvious there. Paint job is pretty nice. like I said, I missed the black on the I missed the black on the bottom part of the truck that the other version that the other Ironhide has. Wow, I cannot speak. I kind of really dig the baby blue metallic thing paint windows. We've got painted wheels, yay! Some robot kibble underneath, but not horrible amount. And I could always rotate this peg around to kind of hide the head a little bit more, but I didn't. So that's basically all there is to say about Ironhide in his vehicle mode. What do you say we get him into robot mode and see how he looks in there? And here's Ironhide in his robot mode, and as you can see, he can put the gun fist hand thing on his arm and look silly, so let's take that off. And he's got I really do like this axe. This is a cool axe, and I'm okay with Ironhide having it. But we still are going to take these off and do my usual combine thing and put it off to the side. For starters, let's give you guys a close-up of his head sculpt. I kind of like this head sculpt for Ironhide. Granted, a lot of people do say it looks like young Ironhide, and I'm not going to necessarily disagree with that, but I still like the head sculpt for it. But he is just a repaint of Off-Road with a different head. But there is Off-Road, and for another random Combiner Wars comparison, let's go with Rook, who I still really like, but who doesn't really want to stand for some reason. Yeah, you can see he's about the same height as Rook. Well, actually a little bit shorter than Rook. But standard Combiner Wars deluxe height. But yeah, he is just a repaint of Off-Road with the new head. The paint apps aren't actually even all that dissimilar either, so they do really kind of resemble each other. But to show him off with what would be an Optimus Prime mold, there's Motormaster, who has been repainted in Optimus Prime. And let's get it out of the way now, my standard yardstick comparison of Chromia. As you can see, he's a little bit taller than Chromia and quite a bit shorter than what would be Optimus Prime. And I've also got the Takara Transformers Prime Arms Micron Ironhide, who I still love this head sculpt. This is an awesome Ironhide head sculpt to me. Not like iconic Ironhide, but I still just dig it. And I love this design of Ironhide. So this is still kind of my favorite Ironhide, but this one's still a nice one to have. And showing him off with some random fembots that I happen to have sitting here. We have Takara Slipstream, Generations Windblade, who doesn't want to stand right now, Takara Black Arachnia, and Mastermind Creations Azalea. So you can see how he stacks up to some other ladies. Why not? I've also got Planet X's Queerness and Hasbro Grimlock from the Fall Cybertron game. So that's how he compares to those Voyagers. And some more Why Nots. Ultra Magnus, Springer, and Mastermind Creations Spartan. So you can see how he looks there. And one last size comparison, let's throw in all of his wave mates. Sunstreaker, Mirage, and Prowl. So you can see how that group all looks together. Not the best renditions of these characters, but not bad ones. On the transformation itself, it's the exact same transformation as Off-Road, and thus I kind of get a kick out of it. I think I've decided I really wish these panels were attached to the hood. Like, I was looking at first aids and thinking, if I could just take these panels off and attach them there to the... I think it would work and give his arms more motion. But speaking of his motion, his head is on a ball joint and can look all the way around. Can't go back very much, and I think that's because of that little strip of plastic holding the ball joint in. I think if I were to cut that, I'd get some more motion vertically, like you'd be able to look up. But it might also make the head fall off, so, you know. He's got a ball jointed at the shoulder, so his arms can go all the way around and go out pretty far because there's a cut for it. The shoulder pads are on this joint here so they can move around how you want them to, but they do bump into the wheels quite a bit. The bicep swivel is up at the... No, okay, for a second I thought that cut was the bicep swivel up just below the elbow pad, or shoulder pad. But no, the bicep swivel is just above the elbow. So you get that motion. He's got a, what, just, no, 90 degree bend at the elbow. His waist is kind of cool. Very nice waist. That wastes very well. His legs can go forward a very good ways. They can go back a decent ways. He's got a 90 degree bend at the knee. And his thigh swivels like the best of them. And his feet are molded in as an A stance. So at least there's that. And I guess that kind of leads into my final thoughts. I really wish these guys had feet and hands that were posable. But they're not horrible figures. They're pretty decent, or rather Ironhide here is pretty decent rendition of Ironhide. I'm pretty okay with it. I would not balk at having this as my Ironhide on my shelf. I think probably going to stick with the Prime version because I like that one just a teensy bit more. I love the black on the alt mode. This guy, the Combiner Wars version, is nice too. I do like it. So I guess that's everything I have to say about Ironhide here. I'm curious to know what you guys think of him. How do you guys feel about Babyface Ironhide? How do you feel about Combiner Wars in general? I'm curious to know what you guys think about this stuff. So let me know. And I also want to take a moment to sincerely thank you guys for those of you who have subscribed to us and continue to watch our videos and spread the word about us. You guys are amazing for spreading the word about us, and we are indebted to you, and it's because of you guys that we keep doing these videos. Gushing aside, until next time, guys, but Prime out. Nope, that didn't work either. You know, finding a catchphrase is hard. Bye!